97% of our results is a no. Prospecting is different types of outreach, people that we do or do not know, to ultimately look for business.
It's all types of outreach is considered prospecting?
Because the more questions you answer, the more comfortable you feel with the person in front of you. Eventually, it's not about skill set, it's about personality. The homeowner or client needs to see us at least 8 times. For them to actually feel comfortable about giving business to us, you need to plant the seed as to why you're going to come back to this person.
We should do a live role-play coaching session.
2 areas of prospecting that new agents tend to stay away from is phone calls and door knocking.
Hi, my name is Johnny.
Today, we're here to learn everything we need to know about prospecting, one of the most important things in real estate, which is lead generation. Okay, prospecting. So this term, what does it cover?
So I guess prospecting is, different types of outreach to people that we do or do not know to ultimately look for business.
Right.
And there's different types of prospecting, and I think new agents tend to try everything and see what they gravitate to. Normally, the 2 areas of prospecting that new agents tend to stay away from is phone calls and door knocking.
Okay, when we're talking about prospecting, does it also include like the marketing component, or it's all types of outreach is considered prospecting?
Well, marketing would definitely help with your prospecting. When you meet someone, there's a chance that they've seen your advertisement,
Right.
branding, or marketing. But an agent who is well scripted still has an opportunity to get business, because marketing, in a sense, you do a lot of work and you're waiting for business. Prospecting, you're going out there.
They're going out.
And for example, like we teach something called law of averages. So law of averages, if you have 100 conversations, there's no way you don't have 10 positive relationships that you build.
Okay.
And then from those 10 people, 2 or 3 might actually be thinking about buying or selling within 6 months to a year.
Okay, sure. All right, cool. So I forgot to introduce you guys. Don is a pretty more seasoned real estate agent. You're on every bus right now.
Oh,
So that's your also prospecting. I see you when I'm driving everywhere. And Johnny, you're a new real estate agent, right? Under the command of Don at the moment. You've only been licensed for 3 months. So one super interesting thing I wanted to do today. Originally, I was just gonna do this with you, but you told me about Johnny. I'm like, you should bring him on and we should do a live role-play coaching session.
Yeah.
See like how to properly we're gonna focus on the phone calls and the door knocking, right? So let's role-play. Should we do a real phone call later?
Up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do
Why not?
First, let's do the door knocking practice on me, and then we'll do a live phone call on a stranger and see how it works.
All right.
Okay, so how do we do it? Does Johnny just go in blind first, or do you want to brief what the steps he's gonna go to?
Well, I think we can start with where Johnny should be quite familiar.
Okay.
So for example, like door knocking for open houses, door to door.
Okay, and so let's say I'm the homeowner. How much resistance do you want from me?
I guess just for the first round, I guess just be open-minded and go off of his presentation to you.
Right.
If he does a good job, sure.
Right.
If not, then you can react as natural as you.
Open-minded is my normal, because usually I'm really bored at home. So whoever wants to come, I'm curious what they have to offer. Cool. I don't usually want the service. I just wanted to see you speak. All right, go for it. Okay, knock on my door.
All right.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Johnny. I'm a realtor,
Okay.
and we have an open house right now today at from 2 to 4 at
Okay.
123 Somewhere Road.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to see if you have any interest in coming over.
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Were you planning on moving anytime soon?
No.
Okay. If you were to move, though, where would you want to move to?
Where would I want to move?
Yeah. What's your dream place or ideal place if you got the right numbers?
In Canada?
Yeah, in Canada, anywhere in the world, or just in Vancouver.
Yeah, I'd probably just stay where I am.
Stay where I am.
Maybe
You're
a
like very
bigger
happy.
house.
Bigger house.
Oh,
okay.
no. I want to move to a oceanfront property with the mountains behind me and the ocean in front of me.
Okay, so very good views on
Yeah.
both sides, kind
Yeah.
of. Okay. And was that anything you were considering, like in the near future?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but feel free to check out our open house today from 2 to 4.
Okay, where is it?
It's right over there down the street at 123 somewhere.
How
right?
far is it?
It's like just half a block down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, that was.
Okay. So why don't you give your feedback and I'll get my feedback as the person responding first.
Yeah, so for me, obviously, you know, Johnny is a new agent. I think first impression and confidence is key because, you know, you usually know if you're going to vibe with someone within the first 2 to 3 seconds. So what I always tell Johnny is smile. Right. As well as be a little bit more confident. Like right now we've got lights, cameras, and it could be a little bit more nerve-wracking. And then there's a whole bunch of questions that you missed.
Right. What questions did he miss?
For example, you know, asking how long he's lived here and where he moved from.
Just that these questions important.
Because we need some more time to build rapport, because the more questions you answer, the more comfortable you feel with the person in front of you.
Right. It's like when he asked me where do I want to live, then I'm like, oh, I thought of this, and then I started feeling comfortable.
Yes. So we also need to, like right now, there's in sales, there's focus and empathy. There's just too much focus. You just trying to close an appointment or bring someone over to your open house, but it's not about that, right? We want to build a relationship. He mentioned something about, maybe moving globally. Okay, cool. I didn't think about that. Elaborate, go deeper and get him talking, right? He mentioned that he was wanting to eventually move to an oceanfront or, you know, mountain view in the back. Get him to elaborate more. Okay, so where would this neighborhood be? Is there a neighborhood that you are setting goals for? How soon did you see yourself getting there? Do you have all the information that you're doing? Are you doing calculations blindly without any numbers? Because everybody needs to crunch numbers to see if this will actually make sense, right? So closing the deal is one thing, but we want to provide value as well as build a relationship so that you can call this guy anytime for any updates.
Let me cut in a bit on that. One thing that felt as he was talking to me is like relationship was building, but it was like he was like this. He opened me up on the like where do I want to live. I got super excited, opened up, and he's like, "Are you gonna do this anytime soon?" And I'm like, "No, this is $20 million." So yeah, you didn't follow up on that, right?
It's really good that you mentioned that because a lot of agents who do commit to door knocking, we're so used to getting objections that when we do get a positive response, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
For example, like I've hit doors where I told them that I'm a realtor and the homeowner is like, "Oh, really? You're a realtor? I need to sell."
Really?
And then I was like, "Oh," and my brain just died for like 4 seconds.
Right.
And then I went back to script because I'm always used to people just hiding behind doors saying, "Oh, no." So that's part one. Part two is there's a lot of you need to plant the seed as to why you're going to come back to this person, because on average we need to see the homeowner or client needs to see us at least 8 times.
Wait, 8 times until what?
Whether for them to actually feel comfortable about giving business to us or referring.
8 times is what? Like me seeing you on the bus counts as 1 time?
Yes, that's one. Getting flyers or having conversations. But most agents stop at contact number 1.
Yeah.
That's the
I
main.
think that's a good point, because if I saw you on the bus 8 times, then you knocked on my door, like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw you on the bus. There's an instant connection there.
Exactly. So there's a certain type of perception that people have if the marketing and branding is done correctly.
Right.
Then you have to give a lasting impression, right? And what I wanted to mention was you have to give them reasons for you to come back. Do you want us to let you know if we do sell? Because as a homeowner, you want to know what your neighbors are going for. Outside of open houses, I can also, help you accommodate a private showing. What do you do for work? Oh, you're a content creator. We have a mega listing. Why don't you come over and why don't we try to collaborate? Right? So that's trying to find win-win situations for you to build relationships, providing value so that when they do have plans to sell or have someone that is thinking about it, you're the first one that comes to mind.
One thing I did enjoy about Johnny's prospecting is, maybe it's me personally, but he was very even though it wasn't the most common, he's very brave. And then I do like seeing people who may not be the most experienced, but if they're brave, it means they're willing to go out there and try to do things for you. So that's also someone I would give an opportunity to. One downside is you didn't even get my contact. That
That is something that often happens when I actually do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Why does it happen often?
Like a lot of times I just feel like the conversation isn't at that point where I'm ready to like ask for the number. It just feels awkward.
Why don't you just always ask? Because if you don't ask, that's like a permanent goodbye, almost permanent goodbye,
Yeah.
right? If you're gonna have a goodbye anyway, why not just ask for it?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And to me, like, great point. To me, it's a yes or no. And in this business, you can't be scared of the no, because 97% of our results is a no, right? So we're just looking for the 2 to 3 people that will give you that yes. Every no is one step closer to a yes. And okay, yeah, your conversation didn't go well, but if you got the contact information, if you got the address, if you got the email, then someone that you are collaborating with, myself,